To share something with you that happened in a Facebook Live that I did in my group, whereby it feels like a crazy idea. It still feels crazy with animal communication, doesn't matter how many years I've been doing it. But there's something nice about it being the type of crazy that it is. So the idea that I had was that the pet parents who had bought the animal communication planner, and I wanted to motivate them to complete the planner. They bought it in August, and many of them had either read through it, maybe got halfway, or not even downloaded it. I really wanted to motivate them to complete it. And as I opened this group, the idea came to me that the members' pet companions would actually be the ones that would communicate to me and share their thoughts about how best to advise their person to complete the planner. So this is what I mean about animal communication still being a little bit kind of crazy, but it's kind of a fun crazy. So I go with it these days. So in one of the communications that I've done in the group, it was with a family of 4 pets, 2 cats, 2 dogs, and I decided to do a collective communication. And this bit absolutely just tickled me because as I was going through the planner and relaying what the animals wanted to say to the person, I said, and I'll show you a clip of it in a moment. I said, they're telling me that you've already gone through the planner. You've already almost like done it. And like almost like, how can that be? And even as I'm telling you this story, there's a part of me like, how do they know? And I can't promise you, well, I can't actually explain how their animal knows. But I wanted to share this little clip with you for how it happened, because I was on a Facebook Live, so I didn't have the immediate kind of feedback, but I did get a message afterwards from the member to say that she had done the planner, and she's also said, how did they know? So what I'm able to share with you, though, is not like how do our animals know these things about us, but more about how did I actually receive it. So I'll let you watch the clip first, and then I'll come back in at the end just to kind of talk a little bit about how did that information come to me. Now, that part of it I can describe and share with you what it's like, but I certainly don't have the answer to how do they know. Okay, so let you watch the clip and see what you think. They say you have, so they tell me you've read the planner. They say that you've been conscientious. You know this planner. Yeah? Can you confirm with me? They seem to be very happy that you have read through this planner. So now you watch the clip, you know what I mean. There I am going, they tell me that you've done it. So anyway, so the way that the information came to me, I don't get the animals actually talking to me. I don't hear them say words to me. Over the years, I've learned to work very, very quickly with the information that comes through to me. And what do I mean by information? It's literally, as I've described it a few times, and I think it's probably still the best analogy that I can offer, is that the information comes to me like jigsaw pieces. And they don't all fit together to begin with, but I've learned to be quick to almost spot like jigsaw pieces, which bit will fit with which. And that's really what it is. So when I'm delivering the information, when I'm delivering the communication, it can look very smooth and it can look very fluent. The internal experience is very different. It actually feels clumsy. Sometimes I think, I don't know what I'm saying, or I don't understand what that is. But I've worked through so many communications over the past 6-7 years that I've become quicker at it. So when I'm delivering it and you're thinking, gosh, how does she do that so quickly or so smoothly or so fluently? Believe me, the internal experience does not feel that way. And I wanted to share that for those of you who are also experiencing the communication from animals that comes in bits and pieces, may not come for a few seconds, but can feel like, a long time. And so I've just got used to the fact that the internal experience is actually quite clumsy and somehow managed to make it into a skill where when I deliver it, it looks smooth. So that's really what this whole kind of video is about. I wanted to share in a way like how those information comes to me, and what you see is not necessarily the experience that I get. So it still feels kind of risky, because when I ask the question, have you actually, completed the planner? Because as I'm going through the planner, the sensation and experience is as if like I've read a book, and it's a book that I've read over and over again. So I just kept getting that experience. And therefore I asked the question, have you actually done this planner already? So even in that moment, I'm thinking, oh, we're 50-50. So there's always that element of, can the person really resonate with what I'm saying? Will they think, what is she talking about? Or would it be a hit and they're like, how did you know that? That's animal communication. All right, just wanted to share that bit.